Here they are, Queenslanders. An enormous roar goes up at the Olympic Stadium. And so, the man of the moment, Danny Medeiros, takes the Blues out for the last time. Brad Fittler said of him this week, he goes down as one of the toughest. He plays in the toughest position. And for a little bloke amongst all those big blokes, never once has he looked small. He's a very proud captain. He said there's not a moment like this. Fare thee well, Danny Medeiros, the decider. And Nasta starts. Blues running to the south. First carry for Price and Pearce. And now Cross. He lost it. It's a penalty to the Blues.
And it's on.
They go in. The hit on Cross was high. The penalty's been called. Players on the ground. Players pushing, shoving.
Cameron. High shot. I'll talk to you in a minute. High shot.
Not too much to that. Ryan Hoffman was throwing a few late, and now he's looking to get involved again with Thurston.
Take him away.
Penalty for New South Wales here. Petro Sivanasiva.
I've got that originally.
Is the culprit.
Yeah.
And then gets pushed over for his efforts.
And here is Fitzgibbon right on line. Down on the 20-metre line, centre of the ground, running towards the northern end. And Prince it is that puts up a nice kick. And Quinn goes up, loses the ball. And there's an appeal for a try for Israel Folau. And Tony Archer points to the spot. Queensland through the air have come down with a mistake off Quinn and a try for Israel.
There was a nicely placed kick, but Anthony Quinn appeared to get a pretty good catch on this. Goes up, Folau gets knocked away, it just comes straight off the shoulder into the hands of Folau. 3 games, 3 Origin tries.
Near the sideline. It's on its way, it's curling but not enough. They're on the last as they go to Pearce. He puts up a kick accurately. It comes down and Queensland are with it through Thurston. So Thurston runs across and then passes for Prince. And Prince back to Thurston. Trouble brewing down the right side. Tate gets it on to Folau, and they got it back 35 metres from the in goal. Queensland line, again a short side play. Cooper's over. Matt Cooper has scored for the Blues.
Well, they went the short side on a number of occasions in that set of 6. And at the end of it, they had good straight runners coming. In number. Medeiros down the short side. Kurt Gidley, that is that Newcastle combination. Into the hole, Matt Cooper stretches out. New South Wales back in front.
So Fitzgibbon back in the spotlight, and what a spotlight. He puts it straight between the uprights, so it's a converted try to the Blues.
Rabs, there is huge drama on the Queensland bench with Scotty Prince. When that try was scored, they're actually 1 man down. Billy Slater had it come on for Scott Prince, who had to sprint off. Now they're checking in for a fractured arm. So that's how serious it is for Scott Prince. He went straight to the dressing room.
I think we've seen that before. As Mitchell Pearce gets a kick in, takes a buffeting. It was a legal shot on him, no problems. Here's Slater on the carry back. And a swerving run by Billy Slater down to the 30-metre line.
Yeah, Ray, it's not good news. I am down here in the sheds, and behind me here in the medical room is Scott Prince with Dr. Roy Saunders. It is a broken left forearm.
I'll come back to you. Here's Inglis flying down the left side. He looked to his left, but Boyd had gone inside. Gidley makes the tackle. Boyd would have scored had he stayed on the left side of Inglis. The kick from Smith is high in the cross, and up they go, and this time Anthony Quinn comes down with it. Ben, go back to that report you're making on Scott Prince.
Yeah, as I say, Ray, Scott Prince, broken left forearm. He's in here with the doctor right now. Will not return to the field tonight for the Queensland Maroons. Not good.
Smith again, then for Thurston. Dummies, and then double pumps it before giving it to Inglis, but it was well read in defence by Paul Gallen. Smith then Across for Thurston. Thurston kicks again at Anthony Quinn, and the jump. They've got it again. They have got it again, and it's Israel Folau flying through the air like Superman.
Did you see that?
I did. I think I did.
How good's that?
Well, there's no reply. How do you combat that? A marvellous kick across. He was under pressure, Jonathan Thurston, but he got the ball pinpoint again. And Israel Folau, I think he went a bit early. He had to hang up there. Comes over the top. Quinn goes up early, stays up, extends, and then has the presence of mind coming down awkwardly, just to put the football down one hand.
He could have stood on Anthony Quinn's shoulders.
Yeah, it was a marvellous leap.
Thurston.
Pushed it again.
And he's pushed it out to that left-hand side of the uprights. The starting props are back on the bicycles as Medeiros makes a good run and gets a penalty. 20 in and just off centre, the flag's in the air again. Back live at the stadium, the ANZ Olympic Stadium, and Queensland take us into the net. Oh, Mason and Crocker came together. Reminding you that only 4 away sides have won deciders. Thurston to Hunt and a couple of second-man plays, and Hayne is out cold. Slater is with the ball, and Archer has called timeout immediately.
Yeah, I've got no doubt when we have a look at the replay that Jared Hayne will have got his head in the wrong position.
Plays the ball after being tackled by Medeiros. Smith's pass goes astray. Picked up on the bounce by Harrison. It's found Inglis. It's found Boyd. Boyd down the left side. He kicks into the centre for Carmichael Hunt, who dives on the loose ball, but a knock-on is there. Beautiful stuff. Inglis and Boyd, and finally Hunt. Making the tackle, 2 of the smaller forwards, Medeiros. Then it goes to Pearce. Little kick back on the inside, looking for Gidley. Gidley went for it. Oh, it's there. Stacks on the mill. It's dived on by Cooper, and Archer wants to look at this one.
Check whether or not he got
It's
taken
almost
out.
indescribable.
He's checking
The ball was bouncing around like a cork in the ocean, but they've appealed for a try.
And it might well be Braithen Astor who's got the important hand down here. A deft kick, and it was only Dallas Johnson patrolling immediately in front of goal. The chaser is onside. He's behind the kick and left the boot. Johnson unable to get it. Nate Miles is there, gets a bad bounce. Is there a knock on there from the New South Wales player?
Medeiros. It would appear so. The chaser might have been offside, but Medeiros is offside.
Well, I got to say that Braithen Astor played the ball, and he was never outside 10 metres.
So Bill Harrigan and Tim Mander. No try and a penalty. And so too was Pearce. Getting through a lot of tackling. The young number 7, here's Thurston, who was pulled out of the game after trying to pursue the kick and gets a penalty. It was Paul Gallen.
Well, that's another dumb penalty from Paul Gallen. He had one in the first half, and there was nothing on here.
So here's the leveller from Thurston's boot. Gets some help from Fido. Big crush, nearly got himself off. Oh, picked up and cartwheel. Now they go in again from all over the park. They're not happy with the treatment on Cross again.
Yeah, I think you find it might have been Nate Miles. There's Ben Cross throwing some uppercuts in there. There was momentum in the tackle. It ended up worse than it was going to be. Yeah, it's Nate Miles, the man who'll be penalised at best. Going low, cartwheeling. He comes down in the worst position possible, Ben Cross. But again, fortunately, Ben Cross is up, as you can see.
Dangerous position, right?
Miles
on report.
on report. Sivanasiva and Johnson and Friday. Now to wait for Pearce, and there's a rebound. It might have come off Tupou. It's gone back. It's taken by Gidley, and Gidley is tackled back there by Greg Inglis.
Now it came off Michael Crocker, and the fact he ran up and turned his back, the referee has ruled that he was playing at the football. In fact, Crocker is still down.
This is a very tough rugby league player. And as you can see, his legs are like jelly. Yeah, it's simply the football hitting him on the back of the head, bending the neck, comes to the bench as it goes from Smith to Thurston, who shows it twice, gives it the third time to Slater. Slater away to Folau, down the right side, dribbles a kick in. It's covered. He's lost the ball in the tackle. It's gone over the sideline, and it was a chance for Queensland. Braithen Astor it was.
Yes, Ben Cross goes up the tunnel.
And Cooper on the Queensland 40-metre line, and Smith obliged to kick from that point. The ball bouncing inside the 20, rolling away towards the uprights down the south, the southern end, and it's with Stewart now from Manly, and he comes back and he gets it just outside the 20-metre line.
Yeah, both teams seem to be marking time as far as their attack is concerned. And Gus, you say New South Wales look more likely to score. I don't think they do. I think if they score a try, it'll come on the back of a Mitchell Pearce break, maybe with a Brett Stewart backing up. He seems... Let's see what happens. It might come soon.
I've got no doubt if Queensland do get in position, they'll take it immediately and then rely on their great resilience to get them home defensively. Jonathan Thurston short side on a rush and throws it through.
Thurston's gone inside 30, gets it to Slater. Here comes another Origin try. Another Origin try for Billy Slater.
Don't worry about 1 point. 6 will do nicely. Jonathan Thurston, you know he's going to throw dummies. He is the most dangerous player on the field when the ball is in his hand. And he's thrown a dummy to get through on the short side. He took it at speed. Went at Brett White. Through on the outside. Mitchell Pearce stayed with Greg Inglis. Thurston slid through, and as always, Billy Slater. Fullback on the inside, supporting up the middle of the field. Scores next to the post. 6 in front. 10 to go.
And tonight he has broken a deadlock with a magic try, running off the man that just converted it, Jonathan Thurston, who made space down the left side. Cross back on the bench with ice packs on the knees. 16 to 10. About 6.5 minutes to go. Pearce away to Anasta, steps off his left foot. Hoffman was screaming for the ball. So Badiris, it's gone back. Pearce did well to take it. It's gone to Mason. Mason lobs it down to Brett White, and White will play the ball, the base of the uprights in front of him to the tune of about 5 metres on tackle 5. Badiris, it's gone away. Here's a kick from Pearce, and diving in front of the flailing feet was Slater. Just inside 30, Badiris to Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon behind Quinn. It's with Anasta inside for Mason. Mason unloads. Badiris is with it. Got it away to Cooper. It goes on to Hoffman. Hoffman goes back inside to Cooper, and Cooper is tackled 9 metres away on tackle 5 for the Blues. 6 points down. Badiris long, Pearce in the middle, and a charge down by the charge down king, Stephen Price, and Thurston comes away with the ball.
Watch where Stephen Price comes from to make this charge down. This is an Origin footballer with a big Origin play. He knew that the crossfield kick was the danger.
And they're 35 metres away from the line. Anasta goes off the right foot. It goes high down towards Slater. Monahan with a big jump. Hayne takes the ball, thrusts it back. Monahan's got the ball. He's tackled and put down. And the tackle count restarts.
Here they come.
Here's Badiris now. Badiris tries to duck under Michael Crocker. He'll play the ball 9 metres away from the line to Craig Fitzgibbon. He goes to the right. It's with Mitchell Pearce. He puts a right foot step on. He's tackled and pulled down by Harrison and Johnson. Badiris, it comes away to Anasta. He floats it to Hoffman. And a wonderful tackle by Brent Tate. It's gone forward. It's gone forward. Sit down, Paul. It's okay. We've got it. Greg Inglis had the spotlight at Suncorp 3 weeks ago. And tonight, the try-scoring plaudits are very much with Folau and Slater.
There it is, one-on-one strip. New South Wales, one last chance, one last tackle.
Fitzgibbon to Pearce. He puts a kick in. It turns Boyd around. Slater watches it. Takes it over. Takes it over the in-touch in goal. Queensland have won it. They've won the decider. They've won the series 3 years in a row. That's the 3rd time they've done it. They dominated in the 80s. They won 3 peats on 2 occasions. And they've done it again in 2008, back-to-back with their 6 and 7 victories.
Just a special mention, I think, to Danny Badiris. I know I've been butting heads with him for a while now at Origin level, but he's a special player, and he's gone out on a great note, so good on you, mate.